In May 2014, a restaurant in Toronto, Canada racially profiled 4 Black customers. Now, it's being ordered by the province of Ontario to pay $10,000 for their experience. Welcome back to What's Trending. I'm Cale Hills. Subscribe for more trending and social media news every day. Toronto resident Emil Wickham and 3 of his friends just wanted to enjoy a simple meal at Shing Chinese restaurant. Their experience went awry, however, when the server came to take their order and asked them to pay for the meal in advance. Wickham and his friends obliged when the server explained that it was just restaurant policy. But something didn't sit right with Wickham when he noticed that among the other white and Asian diners, he and his friends were the only Black patrons in the restaurant. He decided to ask the other customers if they had also been required to prepay. Their answer? No. Confronted with this information, the waitstaff at the restaurant offered to refund their meal. Wickham and his friends left the restaurant, but they didn't leave the issue there.
I can't describe the walk back to the car. Like, to walk away from that restaurant, essentially being denied our dignity.
They decided to take the case to the Ontario Human Rights Tribunal, which means that, what exactly does that mean? The Ontario Human Rights Tribunal is a Canadian court dedicated specifically to hearing cases involving discrimination, harassment, and other violations of the Human Rights Code. Usually, when a case is brought to the tribunal, the parties involved are first offered the option of mediation. In this case, Shing declined to participate. In fact, they didn't even issue a statement until 6 months after the initial incident. They said that asking customers to prepay was a standard policy to avoid dine-and-dash customers. The Human Rights Tribunal wasn't buying it. They saw no evidence that this was a standard policy, and their ultimate decision was that the restaurant needed to pay Wickham and his friends $10,000. Shing has said that the case is under appeal and noted that the restaurant is under new management. Selwyn Peters, a lawyer involved in the case, called BS. He pointed out that the new owner is just the son of the previous owners. He tweeted, "Looks like a deliberate attempt to evade paying up on the judgment. Hopefully the enforcement of the judgment moves ahead very quickly. They should pay up or be shut down." The public response to Wickham's experience has prompted a lot of people to post negative reviews of Shing, as well as to share their own experiences of racism in Toronto. This might come as a surprise to many given Toronto's reputation as a very progressive city. Twitter user Sadia Ansari noted, "This reminds me of a time I was asked for a credit card while sitting at a Toronto brewery when out with friends who happened to be Black and brown. We had just ordered, and when I pressed the server, she just repeated the request." And what does Emil Wickham think of the outcome? Being asked if I'm happy about the decision, to be honest, no. More grateful that we were heard and believed. I would trade all of this for the 2 hours of bonding taken away from us that night. Fortunately, there is some hope moving forward. In addition to the Human Rights Tribunal, the City of Toronto has also unveiled the Toronto Action Plan to confront anti-Black racism. This plan is aimed at removing systemic barriers that minority communities, specifically Black residents of Toronto, face.
The non-Black and non-Indigenous community in Canada needs to really take a step back and listen to stories.
What do you guys think? Is $10,000 the right compensation for what Emil Wickham and his friends experienced? Let us know in the comments. And for more stories like this, head over to whatstrending.com.